What's going on, guys? Mark Merks here. Just want to thank you guys for tuning into the video. This is going to be kind of a rant and a discussion as to why the COD community, competitive community, is in shambles. First off, I want to say if you guys could follow me on Twitter, it's Mark Merks, and on Twitch, Mark Merks with 2 S's. Description below will have the links to that. I do want to talk about some very important subjects, so let's get started. So, recently I've seen a lot of players that are quitting the game. They play the game daily, and they're quitting the game. It shouldn't be happening in the amateur community. There's a huge communication gap between us, Activision, and Treyarch. That means just the fans, the competitors, just in general. So first off, with the lack of communication, we've asked for certain things to be fixed. For one example, recently, the one-way smoke. And instead of just fixing the issue with the smokes being one way, they just make it to where you don't get aim assist anymore instead of smoke. That's just lazy. Scanner repair has been an issue plaguing the game since release. Cheaters and anti-cheat, or at least the lack thereof. We'll get to that a little bit later in this video. The lack of streaming events to display amateur talent. It's kind of sad how the amateur community is taking this into our own hands by creating, like shows and streams where we display the matches. That just shouldn't happen. GB admins all the time, how immature they've been when it comes to handling matches is absolutely absurd, and MLG needs to get a grip on their admins and kind of train them better. Preset classes recently being enforced potentially. Nobody really asked for it, but here we have them. I don't hate the idea completely. It's just we didn't ask for it. It's lazy instead of just fixing things. It just these are the guns you can use, nothing else, no GAs. I get it, but it's annoying. And then league play. Recently. Oh my god, this makes me mad, the league play stuff, but we've requested it for forever since the release of the game. And instead of giving us what we wanted, they decided to provide us the exact opposite of what we wanted. So they're bringing back BO4's rank system, which is based off of time played instead of skill base. That really irritates me. So we'll talk about that and a couple other things here in this video. Let's get to it. So I want to talk about the anti-cheat. This is a really hot topic, and this is huge. Not just competitive players, it's everybody. Interesting fact: Activision Blizzard generated over $4.8 billion for microtransactions across all their titles in 2020, with $1.32 billion in revenue from microtransactions alone in quarter 4. That's insane to me. So make sure you remember that number: 1.32 billion. Microtransactions were also 50% more frequent compared to last year in 2019. Sad fact, actually, I want to mention about AntiCheat. BattleEye, which is the anti-cheat that's popularly used with multiple popular games such as Rainbow Six Siege and Escape from Tarkov, it costs roughly an estimated $2.8 million to have that integrated into a video game. You consider the amount of money that Activision is worth right now, which I checked today is currently worth $71.7 billion. And you mean to tell me they can't dish out roughly $2.8 million on a one-time investment, just a smidgen of what they made of quarter 4, to prevent cheaters in both Warzone and Cold War? The fact that we even have to have this discussion with a franchise as popular as Call of Duty is shameful. And the fact that we have to continue they can continue to pump out microtransactions instead of just popping out the money for an anti-cheat or to fix both games, it's mind-boggling to me that they're going to continue to just pop out microtransaction content instead of fixing the shit that needs fixed. It irritates me. And the fact, in my opinion, Call of Duty should have never switched, at least in competitive, should have never switched in the amateur community to crossplay. It should have stayed on console for the sole reason that the Call of Duty community cannot be trusted with tools like SkyCheat being out and openly available to use. The fact that somebody can pay I think it's $10 to use cheats, that's absurd. $10 to use cheats, and you can the amount of times I've seen people on Twitter complaining about people cheating is not okay. The fact that we as an amateur scene have to work together and try to out these cheaters rather than a multi-trillion-dollar AAA game publisher just having an anti-cheat in their game is astonishing. It irritates me. How can you let your community, as a publisher standpoint, if I'm looking down and I'm seeing my fan base and my players doing what I could be doing, I don't know how the hell they can stand it. The fact that we have to go on Twitter and, for example, just out somebody, that's sad that we even have to do this. Anyways, besides the anti-cheat, we all know it's a big topic. They mention it with Warzone all the time. Nick Merckx has said shit. Tim Tatman, everybody has said something. I mean, there's plenty of people quitting Warzone alone because of the fact there's no anti-cheat, and it just gets worse. They did a ban wave recently. My friends was streaming this morning, still see cheaters. It's not like the amount of glitches that they have, stupid. Absolutely stupid. They don't care to fix anything. When they fix something, it breaks something else. Let's mention League Play real quick. So, League Play or Ranked Play, whatever you want to call it, it was announced on, I think, last Tuesday that it's coming the 8th of this month. So, at least we have an idea where it's coming. But first off, I do want to say this. League Play, Ranked Play, whatever you want to call it, needs to be in the game at launch. If they want to keep skill-based matchmaking, SBMM, in the game. Having skill-based matchmaking in the game without a ranked mode makes the experience horrible. For casual players, you just want to get on and enjoy the game, and you're good at it. Me and my friends, when the game came out, Cold War came out, we went from grinding the game, kind of the first 2 days. We're like, okay, yeah, we just want to get on and have fun because there's no competitive going on yet. We were playing against a whole bunch of pros and a whole bunch of sweats, when all we want to do is just get on and play. Now, I think the good reason about like having a ranked play is it diversifies the sweatiness from the casual. And the reason I think it needs to be on release is, you know, if you get tired of the game casually, you can hop in a ranked play, sweat your ass off, come back to a casual, and the skill gap will be different. So you'll play a bunch, like you can get on there and casually just play and still do decent. I get why they have skill-based matchmaking in the game. It's so little Timmies can get on the game and be match with other little Timmies, and it'll be kind of fair for them. It's not fair for the competitive player or the avid gamer to get punished because other people aren't great at the game. Secondly, how the fuck did Treyarch let this happen? Here's the thing. Everyone, and I literally mean everybody, has asked for a rank system similar to Black Ops 2 or World War II's MMR system for years. And somehow these pencil neck fucking idiots at Treyarch or Activision got from our request, hey, they really loved our time-based rank system from Black Ops 4. Let's bring that iconic thing back. I'm astonished, to say the least. The disconnect that there is between the fans and developers, or the publishers, I kind of don't want to... I can't say I'm surprised, because basically over the past 2 to 3 years, the communication between what we as fans want and what the developers or publishers want has worsened so bad. Things like this don't even come as a surprise to me anymore. It bothers me because we ask for stuff and they give us either like they don't give us what we want or they give us the polar opposites of what we want. And this has been a consistent issue for the past 2 titles. We asked for ranked play in Modern Warfare. We instead of getting ranked play, we didn't get anything. We basically, oh, correction, actually, there was a competitive playlist put in pubs that anybody could have clicked, and there was also like worse people in there. There was no MMR. There was no like you could have been, for example, you could have been new to the game. You just saw the playlist, clicked it. You ended up getting stuck with either a bad teammate or the other team did, and it just doesn't make it fun. You need a ranked base. You need something that gives you like an MMR, like Rocket League, for example, has a great rank system because of that reason exactly. It matches you with people your rank, and that's how a ranked play should be. You know, if you got to get better, when you get better, you should feel good knowing, hey, yeah, I'm starting to play tougher people. This feels right. Or if you're bad, you know, you're like, damn, I can better myself and work my way up this ladder. But instead, they're gonna go back to the BO4 shit, where it was just like, hey, you know, you played the game for 5 hours. Here's a star. Like, that pisses me off. That's not even ranked. That's just like that just proves, hey, guess what? I don't get out of my fucking gaming chair. I don't get it. All I want to say with this video is I want this to be seen by someone either at Treyarch or Activision or Raven, and this hopefully just open their eyes. I've been a fan and a competitor of Call of Duty since as long as I can remember having an Xbox or a PS2. Like, no bullshit, I played the World at War version of Call of Duty on my PlayStation 2. If you don't believe me, look that shit up. That's a real thing. And And now how we've been treated this year, both as fans and competitors, it's horrible. And someone on Activision and or Treyarch or whatever, they need to speak up. I I love this franchise, and I want to have this game around for years to come. But if this continues to be a disconnect like there is this year, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen with this series, and that worries me, both as a fan and a competitor. I know it's asking a lot to ask my peers, my competitors, the fans of this series to agree with me, and I hope I'm speaking on behalf of us when with what I said today. I mean, I just want this to end, this disconnect between the developers and the players. And hopefully we can come to an understanding and find clarity as to what the hell is going on here. This franchise is a great franchise, and I know it's brought plenty of memories to me and plenty of my other friends. And the fact that we have to have a video, or I felt like I had to have a video discussing problems that are going on and just alone in the amateur community is just, it shouldn't happen. I look back, and obviously this is nostalgia speaking, but I look back at BO2 and I don't remember any of these problems. Like, yeah, we had booters in ranked play, and towards the end of the game's life cycle, the 360 had cheaters. That was not because of the developers, that was because of the console. That was tech that was getting old, people were buying J-tagged Xboxes, and even then it wasn't as frequent as it is now. You get on Warzone, and I guarantee like maybe every other game you'll find a cheater who's using aimbot, wall hacks, whatever it may be. And I don't like remember it being that bad ever. I think it really got bad around shit. I don't think it has been this bad before. Because even in MW, we didn't have to worry about cheaters. Or at least on console. So like right when Warzone came out and it went free to play, everybody and their brother was getting cheats, Sky cheats or Gorilla cheats or whatever it was. I feel like the series is gonna die if something isn't handled. I appreciate everybody who watches this video today. Just please share this on social media. I've added Treyarch, Raven Software, and Activision social media handles on the title of this video to hope that somebody sees this and will answer to what the hell's going on. I get COVID's a thing, but there can't be, like, it's TV silence right now. We're not getting anything. If you guys could leave a like and be sure to subscribe, it always helps the channel, encourages me to make more content like this and stream. For updates on what's going on with me, be sure to follow me on Twitter. When I go live on Twitch, I'll be sure to post it on there. I hope, again, I do speak on behalf of everybody that's a fan of this series. It's sad to see it being handled the way it is. Every update, I swear there's always something worse or something wrong with it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll get through this together, guys.
Grab your wrist, lock it down to the thing pop. Can you stick around for a minute till the rain stop? Please God. As time keeps slipping away, girl, don't start feeling away.